Housing prices, a 10-year low, and now a report that the private sector just is not hiring anywhere like it was expected to. Only 38,000 new private sector jobs in May. Here's the question. Are we maybe headed into a double-dip recession? Charles, what's your answer?
It's back on the table. I mean, listen, maybe it was never really off the table, but 38,000, we know that the market would be down a lot more if the street wasn't hoping or thinking maybe Friday could be a little different. But it's hard to argue with these numbers. And what bothers me, the goods producing large corporations laid off 19,000 people. It's really the very small businesses with 50 employees or less and medium-sized businesses that are keeping us going. But this is scary, scary stuff.
But Chris, you don't read much into this because you do.
I just think it's another data point. I mean, I don't look at this one data point and say, wow, look at this one. Let's freak out about it. I say it's one data point among many. Challenger Gray and Christmas is another one that gives us, they give us a monthly employment report. We get the weekly report tomorrow. We get the monthly non-farms payroll on Friday. I think these are precursors that historically, until really the last year or so, haven't meant a whole lot compared to Friday's government report.
But if you add them all up, I mean, if you add up that awful
Hell, if you add them all up, Stuart, I want to move to Mars.
Exactly.
It's that bad if you add them all up.
And it is that bad.
I don't know if it is.
Double-dip recession. What do you say?
There's a very good chance. Look, I think the housing price news we got yesterday shows that there's a chance we might be hitting the bottom. But I think we can all agree we don't know if we've hit the bottom yet. We have no absolute idea. And until that gets going again, I don't think we can look at positive economic numbers. What I would say, though, there's a disconnect between what the administration is saying and what's happening. Cotter's ready to pack up and go to Mars. The administration's saying, look at the bailouts. Look at how well things are doing. The stimulus saved us from absolute catastrophe. I got to tell you, Stuart.
But he's got a hard time selling that line now with this economy doing what it's doing.
And the biggest question is there a real plan out of this administration for growth? And I haven't seen one. Can there be?
I mean, there's a meeting today at the White House, the GOP and the president getting together to what are we going to do about the debt limit? The Republicans want to cut spending. The president doesn't want to cut spending, but he can't increase spending. How could he do that? He can't do it.
Well, no, he doesn't. He wants some concession. He'll have to make some sort of concessions, there's no doubt, particularly after that vote last night. A lot of Democrats joined in with all the Republicans. But, Andrew, you said something about us hitting bottom. At this stage of the game, this should not be the conversation. That we might be hitting terra firma, that we're still maybe free-falling.
2 years after the end of the recession.
After all of those
trillions of dollars. The fact that we're all sitting around here talking about this right now, not a very good sign.